You poor thing. You must be freezing. Come in. Come in. Brush yourself off, then make your way over to the fire. I'll go grab you a blanket and something warm. Here. Hopefully this should help. Come sit. You're lucky to be alive, you know. Out there in a storm like this. All that snow. You could catch your death. Mulled wine. Are you familiar? Cinnamon, cloves, warming spices. Perfect for a night like this, don't you think? Would you like a cup? Suit yourself. But if you change your mind, you let me know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to stare. I'm just not used to company all the way out here. Not the human kind, anyway. Deer, mostly. Though not this time of year. Bears, on occasion, but again... Not much makes it this deep in the woods, this late in the season. You're a bit of a rarity around these parts. Where? You don't know where you are. Makes sense, I suppose. You spent God knows how long out there in that storm, frozen half to death. Anyone would be shaken up after that. I'm sure it'll come to you. Shh. It's fine. It doesn't matter right now. What matters is warming you up. Give me your hands. Oh, cold. But thankfully, mine are much less frigid. See? Doesn't that feel nice? There. You're heating up already. I'm sure you'll be fully melted in no time. You're welcome. Honestly, it's my pleasure. Like I said, I so seldom have visitors. Not particularly. I tend toward the solitary. Which is not to say I don't enjoy entertaining guests now and again, of course, but... I prefer to put my energy into being entertained. As selfish as that may be. So you understand, then. That would explain why you were out there all alone, wouldn't it? The search for solitude gone awry. Something like that. Huh. Well, what do you remember? There has to be some reason you're all the way out here, alone, on Christmas. Yes, it's Christmas. The decorations. See? Oh, you poor thing. I can't imagine what you're going through. You must be terrified. Don't worry. You can stay as long as you'd like, and we'll figure this out together. No one should have to be alone on the holidays, especially not in your state. Besides, the storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. As long as I can remember, really. Seems harder to think of a time when it doesn't. No. I like the cold. It makes everything inside that much more cozy, inviting. And who doesn't love a white Christmas? Except, perhaps, you, in this case. But you're an outlier. You know, different, special. Or you wouldn't be here, would you? That's hardly typical. So many questions about me. What about you? You may not know much, but you must remember something. Someone out there must be looking for you. Or perhaps you were the one looking. Not for solitude, but something else. Someone. Now, how would I know that? We've only just met. Haven't we? What's wrong? You seem nervous. Come now. Be reasonable. If we'd met before, surely you'd remember me. Oh, well. It was fun while it lasted. Trust me. You don't want to know. No, really. You've asked before. You ask almost every time. But you never like the answer. Calm down. I didn't say I wasn't going to tell you. It's one of my favorite parts, actually. You just don't always give me the chance. Speaking of which, the door is open. You're free to leave at any time. Though I really wish you wouldn't. Why? You may have forgotten, but I haven't. You see, every year, I make a list of all of the children who have been naughty, all over the world. And every year on Krampus Nacht, I go out and punish the most wicked among them for their misdeeds. And you've been very, very naughty. Of course you aren't. Not anymore. But you were. Oh, you were such a spoiled little brat. You caught my eye. What can I say? Unlike the others, you never lost that devilish spark. Even now, all grown up. Or that fear. Even if you've forgotten its sense, it lives inside of you. You can see it in your face, and your hands. They're shaking. There's nothing out there. And besides, even if you wanted to leave, soon enough, you won't remember. Might as well stay here. With me. Do you even know how many times we've done this? How many times you've knocked on my door? How many you've left? You don't understand. You aren't theirs anymore. You're mine now. And I don't have one night. I have forever. To show you exactly what happens to boys and girls who never learn to stop being naughty.